Hello everyone, Raf here once again from B&C Camera, and in this one we'll be breaking down the best lenses to use for your next portrait shoot. Choosing the best lens to take portraits is something to consider. You can capture someone's personality or the emotions that they are going through at that moment. The three prime lens options you have are the 50mm, 85mm, or 135mm. Typically, budding photographers use their kit lens that come out of the box from purchase. Although versatile, we'll fill you in on a little secret that'll fast pass you to portrait success. And that is of course prime lenses. First up, let's discuss the 50mm, or as I like to call it, the Nifty 50. Now the Nifty 50 is probably one of the first lenses a photographer purchases after becoming familiar with the lens that comes in a kit. This lens will enable you to take great photos that are waist level to around shoulder length. The best thing about 50mm 1.8s is their cost efficiency. Another bonus is the wide maximum aperture for that shallow depth of field you'll want when taking portraits. Now, the 1.4 version allows more light to come through the lens. This will allow for a shallower depth of field. Taking it to the next step, we're going to go ahead and jump into the 85mm. The 85mm prime lens is one of the most renowned when it comes to portraits. The narrow depth of field will create amazing headshots. Like the 50mm lens above, these prime lenses are also available in f1.8 or f1.4 apertures. Not only will you capture headshots perfectly, but you will have the versatility to snap full-length and waist-level shots with the proper spacing, of course. Next up, we're going to go ahead and get up close and personal with the 135mm. If you're searching for something that will allow for tighter headshots, then the 135 is the way to go. This showrunner comes with an aperture f1.8 or 2.0. Using this will give you a longer focal length needed for background blur. Another positive to this lens is to crop however you want. Whether you're up close or standing further away, you can frame a great shot. The 135mm doesn't stop there. With its narrow depth of field, you'll also get gorgeous depth of field separation between subject and background. Now, as a disclaimer, if you're using these full frame lenses on a crop sensor, it will zoom in accordingly based off of which lens you're using. The crop factor will be punched in at around 1.6 times magnification, so keep that in mind. And that is a wrap when it comes to your prime lenses. Again, consider the space you're working with before picking up your ideal prime lens. What's your personal fave? Let us know in the comments section down below and why. Again, if you found this video helpful, liking and sharing would be very much appreciated. Once more, this is your photography guide Raf from B&C Camera. Thanks for tuning in.